silver's all-time volume profile, just like we just looked at XRP Bitcoin's all-time volume profile. And this one had kind of it's a little less clean because there's like an ascending triangle with, you know, a little deviation up there. But it's essentially, again, an ascending triangle ramming up into its all-time, like, silver has, you know, what does all-time volume profile mean? It means like this is where the bulk of silver has traded. And I know I said all time. If I go further back, it doesn't change really any at all because there's just been more volume traded recently. So I'm saying all time volume profile. It's essentially, you know, just if I drag this back, it'll be the same thing. It's a little bit cleaner and easier to visualize if I just grab back down to, you know, 2000, which again, it's a ton of data too. There's no volume up here above. We're on like the very last, if you can see this, the very last resistance level before silver can just give way and run to $50. And silver can run very, very, very quickly. The last time it ran to $49 was like 2012. It did it very aggressively from, you know, a kind of a basing price of $18. So it ran from 18 to 50 super, super, super fast. We're already at 33, 34. And then it ran to 50 back in 1980. Inflation adjusted for the money supply, inflation adjusted, this was the equivalent of $800 silver in 1980. And it ran from a price of $6 to $50 almost overnight. This is a 3-day chart. So like January 70, yeah, I mean like in a year, which is very, very fast in terms of metals. So I think silver is just on the brink of like it. Like, this is something Mag says that really sold me on gold and silver and got me into the gold and silver trade. This is a 50-year pattern. This is going back to 1980. This is a cup and handle that is 50 years old on an asset that we know we have an inflation problem. We know we have a printing problem. We know we've got a spending problem, a debt crisis in the US. Whatever fundamental trade you want to assign to it, whatever gets you into the trade fundamentally is fine. But from a TA perspective, we are on a 50-year pattern and we are breaking out above the all-time volume profile and we are on the last leg of resistance. Yes, it could reject. Yes, it could chop for another couple years. These things take a lot of time to break out. But if ever there was a time to just go punt a position on an asset, it's silver, it's XRP, it's Bitcoin. Like I like all these charts are just absurdly bullish. It's gold. Like gold is already broken out of it's, you know, absurdly bullish chart. The time to ape gold was when it was breaking out of its huge inverse head and shoulders last year. And we both did. Mag and I both did ape gold. We regret not aping more, but I think we are getting second chances on silver. I think we're getting second chances on XRP, and I think we're going to get a second chance on Bitcoin.